the Biden administration has announced a student loan forgiveness program, along with changes to the way people can pay back loans. And since the state of Georgia has the 7th largest student debt burden in the nation, I think it's important we go over some of the specifics. My name is Joseph, and this is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution in context. Now, if anything I say sounds interesting and you want to read more, links to all my sources will be right below that like button. First, I think it's a good idea to understand the magnitude of student debt before we can really talk about it. So, how much do Georgians owe? Well, the Georgia Department of Audits found nearly 1.6 million people carry some sort of student debt, with that debt totaling around $66 billion. Now, just as a side note, everything I say only applies to federally backed loans. The federal government has no power over private loans. So, for this first portion, we'll focus on student loan forgiveness. If you make under $125,000 or $250,000 if you file jointly, the Biden administration will forgive $10,000 in loans. Moreover, if you received a Pell Grant, you will get $20,000 in loans forgiven. Now, this move affects 43 million Americans, and of that 43 million, 20 million Americans have had their debt completely erased, according to senior White House officials. In the state of Georgia, about 1 in 6 people carry some sort of student loan, with that average balance being around $42,000. So if you're a Pell Grant recipient in the state of Georgia, odds are your loans were just cut in half. Next, let's talk about the less flashy but still important changes to the ways people can pay back loans. In 2010, then President Barack Obama capped student loan payments at 10% of a borrower's monthly income. Now, the federal government announced it would cut that repayment cap in half, reducing it from 10% to 5%. Also, loans will be forgiven after 10 years of consistent payments and not 20 years like before. So these changes are more evolutionary than revolutionary. Now, student debt is still one of the few types of debt that does not go away when you file for bankruptcy. So ostensibly, it could stick around for a lifetime. Student loans, like most loans, can affect the cosigners as well, and these cosigners are oftentimes parents. In a story published in November 2021, Alpharetta resident Randy Michaels spoke to my colleague Eric Sturgis. At 66 years old, Randy knew the exact dollar amount he owed in student loans for his 4 children, which at the time was $119,910. Now, all 4 of his children got the Hope Scholarship, which is a Georgia State scholarship. They all went to public Georgia universities, and they all had part-time jobs while in school. Yet they still needed extra help to afford an education. Randy, quite frankly, believes he will never retire, saying it's going to be, quote, real tough to float these loans on Social Security. There has been plenty of political fallout following this decision. Some saying Biden has gone too far and this will increase inflation. Some saying he hasn't gone far enough because people are still being crushed by this debt. And others saying they would like a more holistic reform to the university system. So now I want to pass that question off to you. Do you think he went too far? Do you think that he didn't do enough? Do you think this is somewhere in the middle? Let me know any and all thoughts in that comment section down below. And hey, while you're down there leaving that carefully worded comment, go ahead and press that subscribe button if you haven't already so you never miss a video. Press the like button if you like this video. Share with somebody who needs to know the context around student loans and the changes to the system. But as always, my name is Joseph, and this is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution in context.